Hello everyone and welcome to the video. For this video I'll be taking you guys on a POV drive of this beautiful 2023 Nissan Armada Platinum. This one only has 40,000 miles on it. Smells and looks brand new. It does have some bird poop on it, but just ignore that. Go ahead and give you guys a quick walk around and then we'll take it on a drive. I did a full tour and review video of this Armada a while ago. I'll have that video linked down below, and for some reason this thing's still here and it needs to find a home. Clean Carfax, 2-owner, gorgeous car, beautiful spec, really well priced, and it just hadn't found a home yet, so thought I'd make another video on it, show it some more love, and take it on a drive because I've never driven an Armada before. Here's the window sticker. If you want to pause and take a look at that. Quick look at the inside here. Like I said, I did a tour on it, so check that out after you're done watching this video. Beautiful interior. And yeah, as you can see, what a beautiful interior. Love the tan and the black two-tone color. Really does look nice. As you can see, it does have a third row seat. These seats are so comfortable. It's in really good shape in here. Beautiful car. And like I said, it smells brand new in here. Like, it still has a little bit of new car smell, surprisingly, and it looks brand new. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take this beautiful Armada on a POV drive, and I'll give you guys my driving impressions. I've never driven one personally, but just by moving it around the parking lot, it seems like it drives amazing, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, this thing is so nice, only 40,000 miles. It's got that big old V8 under the hood. Love the sound of that V8. And yeah, we've had this here at the lot for a while. Ignore all the bird shit on it. I mean, we could wash these cars every day and they would still get covered in bird poop because of the amount of birds that fly over the dealership all the time. It's kind of ridiculous. We've had this Armada for a while, surprisingly, because it's so clean and literally looks like it's fresh off the showroom floor. And clean Carfax, reasonably priced. The price has even come down a little bit since we've had it, and it really just needs to find a home. I just can't believe that it hasn't. I thought this would be gone fast. Love the sound of that V8. But yeah, I definitely wanted to drive this one because I hadn't yet, and it's just so nice. And I've never driven an Armada before. And this is more of a POV drive type of day because it is pretty windy, unfortunately. As you guys probably know, this is based on the same chassis as the Infiniti QX80. It looks very similar in here. It looks very similar on the outside. It's basically the quote-unquote cheaper version of the QX80. And I've heard a lot of people say they prefer the Armada over the QX80. Looks-wise and value-wise, and I mean, you really do get a lot of vehicle for the money. I really do like it. It's so nice. I love the QX80s too, but I can see why somebody would rather have the Armada. And the new generation Armada that just came out, they got rid of the V8, which unsurprisingly, so if you're a V8 person like me, get one of these used ones while there's still some out there that are not very old and have hardly any miles on them, because the V8 is gone. And this generation came out in 2017, I believe, and had its mid-cycle refresh a few years after. This one's a 2023 model, so second to last model year of this generation, and it's the Platinum model, so fully loaded and all that good stuff. And yeah, so far this thing drives amazing, as expected. Really nice size infotainment system. Even though this generation is a little older now, it's still got plenty of modern tech, all the modern tech that you need. I think it's aged really well. And yeah, I can't believe we've had it for as long as we have. really does need to find a good home, because it's a nice one. Love the spec, love the two-tone. I'd probably replace those weather mats with black ones, but that's just a personal preference. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and go straight and go to the highway. Great sound from that V8. Like I said, it has around 400 horsepower. Yeah, beautiful interior. Ton of room back here, as you guys can see. Yeah, it looks like this is radar cruise. So yeah, that's got plenty of modern tech that you'd need. Very reasonably priced, great value. Way better than those newer ones. They're insanely priced. And those ones don't have the V8 anymore, which is unfortunate, because it's a very reliable, very powerful engine, very thirsty engine, but that's to be expected in a vehicle this size. Love that sound. Love a good old V8. With this being a Nissan, it's going to be very reliable and relatively affordable to maintain. Yeah, this thing drives amazing. Uh-oh. Got someone going nice and slow for us here. So yeah, this vehicle's for sale at Luxury and Imports in Hutchinson, Kansas. All their information is always down in the description below. If you're in the market for a really nice SUV and don't want to pay the price of a newer one or a luxury brand name and still get basically the same stuff, this Armada would be a perfect choice. This one is the platinum. This one's the platinum model, so it's fully loaded, and these seats are so freaking comfortable, and it drives like you'd expect. It drives amazing. Good size SUV too. Very solid. And I do really like this spec. Usually I'm not a tan guy, but you know, some vehicles can really pull it off, and this is one of them. Might be a little tough to keep the seats perfectly clean, especially if you got kids, but luckily the floor and the carpet and stuff is black, and it's not all tan like a lot of other vehicles I've seen. So that is a major plus. Well, unfortunately, this person's turning, so I'm not going to be able to just haul ass up on this on-ramp, but I guess I don't need to do that every time. Don't really want to burn all the fuel that's in this thing either, because it is a thirsty, thirsty SUV with that big V8 under the hood. And yeah, we're barely moving here, but that's alright, I suppose. Now they're moving. Nice. It is really windy today, so the road noise is going to seem like insanely loud, and everything's louder on camera for whatever reason, especially on this GoPro. But I'm pretty sure we're going against the wind right now, so it's not actually this loud. It rides freaking amazing, as I expected it would. But yeah, this interior is just beautiful. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have a heads-up display. I was kind of expecting that, but that's just a nitpick, no big deal. We'll see if this light ends up turning red. Doesn't look like it's going to, because I was just gonna put the pedal to the metal out naturally. The one time I'm okay with the red light. Yeah, these things are solid. Love the QX80 really don't know which one I'd rather prefer, honestly. I do really like the look of these facelifted versions of this generation Armada, but same thing with the QX80 too. So I don't know, I guess it would depend on price and what the actual major difference is in value and price and, you know, all that stuff. I'd be fine with either of them. They're both so nice. This thing drives amazing. Very luxurious. It's not the luxurious brand name of Infiniti, but it's basically the same car. And yeah, only 2 years old, going on 3 years old, only 40,000 miles. Clean Carfax. I mean, what more would you want? Man, that V8 sounds good. Man, this thing's smooth. Good transmission. Very old school. It's got that old V8 that's been around for ages. Great transmission, and yeah, the gas mileage is gonna suck, but what do you expect out of a vehicle this size? That's what I don't understand about all the stupid downsizing on the engine and getting more power. Like, you're not going out drag racing. You're not trying to be fuel efficient. Like, why be fuel efficient? And the crazy thing is that the newer engines don't really get all that much better gas mileage. They'll get like maybe 1 or 2 mpg better. So, it's whatever. Although the new Armadas are really nice. But I would almost rather have this generation because it's got the V8 and it's not stupidly overpriced like everything else is. I do really like how high this sits up too. It almost sits a little higher than our Yukon does. I like it. I don't think it's actually taller, but the ride height, it just seems like it's taller. Definitely not quite as big. That is one thing. The third row seats are not as big as the Yukon XL or the Suburbans, or even like the new Tahoes now. But it's a good size, it really is. If you want something a little bit bigger with a better third row seat and more cargo space with the third row seats up, that's when you want to look at like the 21 and up Suburbans and Tahoes and Yukons and that type of stuff, although they will be quite a bit more expensive than this one is. And you'd have to sacrifice some mileage. This one only has 40,000 and it's the Platinum, so it's fully loaded and it's still going to be cheaper than one of those. Those things are... that newer generation doesn't depreciate like they used to. So you'll still be paying a pretty penny. I do want to keep cruising around this thing a little bit longer, so that's what I'm going to do. Because this thing drives nice. So yeah, once again, 2023 Nissan Armada Platinum. Only 40,000 miles, as you can see. Clean Carfax. Looks and smells brand new in here. It is for sale at Luxury and Imports in Hutchinson, Kansas. All their information's always in my video descriptions. Check it out on our website or message me privately on Instagram and I can help you out as well. I hope you have enjoyed this POV drive. If you haven't seen the full tour and review of this Armada, I'll have it linked down below. Definitely check that out if you want to know even more about it. And yeah, that'll pretty much wrap it up for this POV drive of this 2023 Nissan Armada Platinum. Thank you guys for watching.